Yes, sir.
Ram, I, I think this is first interview for Bank of Maharashtra. Na? First time you are taking, na? Or second time? First time only.
For this year, this is first time, sir. Last year also we have done one mark, sir.
Acha, acha, that's right. Yeah. Would you like to tell briefly why you should be selected as scale 2 or scale 3 or scale 2 or scale 3?
Three, sir. Please.
Scale 3. Yeah. Why
Yes, sir.
should you be selected as a scale 3 officer in Bank of Maharashtra? Please tell me.
Sir, I'm having the exposure for scale 3 manager. I've been worked in retail, MSME, agri sectors, and also done well in recovery aspects. Also observed compliance aspects in the banking area, and I have a good record in covering the branch parameters, branch targets in the time. They have been adjudged as good in social security schemes also. So all these exposures help me to take up my responsibilities as scale 3 manager and to do well in the assignment.
Good. So, what are you now presently?
Presently, I'm working in State Bank of India, sir, as a field officer in scale 1.
Acha. What is the job responsibility you are performing?
Sir, being a field officer, our branch is a rural specific branch. So mostly in KCC advances and also retail and MSC I'm looking after, sir.
Mhm. Mm, you are attached to some branch or you are attached to some region?
Attached to branch, sir.
Which branch?
Branch name is BB Nagar branch.
In which state or district?
It's in Telangana state, sir. District
Very good.
Yadadri
Excellent.
Bhubaneswar.
Excellent. 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 So the you will be losing the advantage of this circle-based officer posting if you are going to join Bank of Maharashtra. What is the specific reason that makes you to get into? Is it the salary hike or what is the reason?
Sir, initially I chose the State Bank of India for CBO for being in a specific place, sir. But after taking up the assignment, I realized that growing up the ladder is most important for me, and the initial terms of recruitment was modified in CBO, so which is delaying my growth in SBI. So I want to take the opportunity to uh, go high in my career, sir. For that reason, I am coming to Bank of Maharashtra.
What is it that you said modified some?
Model means
What is that?
initially the recruitment was given with 6 months probation and given all the increments for length of service in a
Mm,
previous bank, but
yeah.
the probation period was 6 months and the exit test with the performance of exit test they might give us scale to post, sir. But in the exit test they have not given scale to directly, and they have kept it for at par with probationary officers, sir. So we need to wait
Acha,
for 3.5
Acha, they have
3.5
reduced. They did not give you the six increments that you were
increments
entitled
were
to.
given, sir. Increments were given,
Increments.
sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
but I
In the
think
first year,
in the subsequent recruitments they have reduced that also.
they have fixed it to
Correct.
only two, in spite of
Only
any
two
number of.
incre
Yes, sir.
any number of years of service. That is right. So you want to improve your career. That is why you want to join our Bank of Maharashtra.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, um, so which activities are you doing more? MSME or what?
Mostly in KCC, sir. Next
Mm-hmm.
MSME, and retail, sir. Like
Oh, okay.
all works related to advances are coming will come to me, sir. We are two officers in branch,
Mm.
branch manager and field officer. So branch manager will look after branch functioning, and being field officer, I will take up the advances part, and that will be I will get assistance from branch manager, and the files will be sanctioned by RACC, sir.
Well, case of agriculture, um, what are the sources for which you are giving lending?
Sir, sir, please, I was not clear, sir.
No, no. What are the sources for which you are lending for agriculture is? Hello. It's very
Hello.
simple. Question is very simple. Are you not able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Not able
You,
to hear.
what are the purposes for which you are lending? Like, hello,
Yes, the
are
purpose
you
of
able?
lending to agriculture.
Hmm. Should
Yes, sir.
tell what are the different loans you're giving? What are the different agriculture loans you are sanctioning?
Sir, agriculture loans are sanctioned in KCC, Kisan Credit Card Scheme, Dairy Scheme, and Poultry
Hmm.
and SHG groups are the main schemes, sir.
Mhm. Now, what are the other purposes for which agriculture loan can be sanctioned?
Other purposes we can sanction for tractor
If you
loans,
have
sir.
if you have gone through Maharashtra Bank of Maharashtra website, you will know that. Did you go through that?
Yes, I went to Bank of Maharashtra site, sir, but specifically in this area, I haven't searched, sir.
Yeah, I will show you. I will show you. Just a minute.
Tractors, power tiller, farm
Ah,
mechanization.
see. These are the loans. Mahabank. This many type of loans. Kisan credit card, then Kisan all-purpose term loan, then gold loan for agriculture, then construction of farmhouse, then financing for purchase of vehicles, then financing for purchase of four-wheelers, then warehouse receipts, then financing farmers for purchase of land by small and marginal farmers, then agri clinics, agri business centers, then horticulture, then animal husbandry, farm mechanization, minor irrigation, high-tech projects, then self-help groups, Kisan Record for animal husbandry, then Kisan Tatkal scheme. I don't know what is this. Do you know about this? What is Tatkal scheme?
The
You
Tatkal
go
scheme
through
is
this.
a
Hmm.
yes, sir. It's a fixed amount. 50,000 will be given to person who is declaring himself as in agriculture or agri-allied activities.
Then scheme for estate of purchase loans, then financing solar energy, solar water heaters, solar home lighting scheme, Mahakrishi Samruddhi Yojana. What is this one?
This one is sanctioning loan to like mortgage loan given to farmers. They will keep the mortgage property with them. Like residential property will keep as mortgage, and they will give funds for development in agriculture, sir.
Chaha Bank Kisan Corner. Anyhow, thank you. So this many questions. You must be knowing about this. You must be knowing about this MSME also. Please go through their website and get
Yes,
to
sir.
know in detail so that you can answer the questions nicely. Now I will leave you to our friend AGM, our Vineet Ji. Please put some questions to our Ram.
Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening. Ram, wait. Hello. Hello. Are you there?
Hello.
Please tell.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir.
Please put.
Uh,
Yeah. Please raise some questions to him. You can take
sir,
another 5 minutes. Yeah.
thank you. Mr. Ram,
Yes, sir.
you are belong from which state?
Sir, I'm from Andhra Pradesh, sir.
Okay, and where you are posted?
I'm posted in BB Nagar, sir, Telangana.
Bibinagar is okay, Telangana. Okay, what is the main crops of that area?
Here, main crops is paddy, sir.
Paddy. Okay, paddy in all seasons, Rabi and Kharif, like that.
Yes, sir. Paddy and minutely horticulture also there, sir.
Okay. And in you have visited anytime Hyderabad?
Yes, sir. Visited Hyderabad.
Okay. What is your graduation qualification?
Sir,
What is the
I'm
subject?
BS, Bachelor of Arts in History, Economics, and Political
Okay.
Science.
Okay. Good. And Bank of Maharashtra is a small size bank. and you are from a very big, one of the biggest bank in the world and in the country, and
Yes,
you are joining small size bank that maybe
yes,
one day merged with any bank. Then you are not, you are thinking that you are going to somewhere what is not more lucrative. Is it?
sir. Like in spite of the size issue, Bank of Maharashtra is also a public sector bank, and if the government is taking decision to get it privatized or the size being small, it will help me in growing personally in my career, sir, in spite of bank size. So for that reason, that is the main concern for me.
Okay, 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 nice. Nowadays, one thing is also we are learning by the newspapers that there is some industrial issues, some relationship between management and the unions is not so much smooth in Bank of Maharashtra. You are
Yes,
aware
sir.
about this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They are issuing charge sheets for minor issues, and uh, anti union issues have been taken up by the management. All these things are in news, sir. I have seen, sir.
Okay, 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 okay. Then again, you are like to work in Bank of Maharashtra
Means
when the
issues between union and management is a macro issue, sir. But for my growth, micro issues like how I perform, how I take up my job, how my performance is doing it with the branch or the place where I am posted. That will be taking care of me to grow high, sir.
okay, nice.
I
And
think
what
what
you
is the
think?
mark scored by you, Ram, in the exam written test?
Sir, written as 78 marks, sir.
78. So what was the cutoff? 62.
Cutoff was 61 was the cutoff, sir.
Acha, I was
Okay.
told that there is some condition that you must have been a manager for some time. Was there any condition like that?
Yes, last year it was mandatory, sir. This year they have given as given preference.
Acha, acha. This time they have given it as a preference because the the candidate who has scored the first mark 112, he also
For the,
contacted me and he was asking me, sir, I have not fulfilled 2 years managership, will it affect me? That's what he was asking me. I was not aware that the rule has been revised to be preferable. Has it been made preferable?
yes, sir, preferable. Preference will be given to branch managers, or the person has to work in either in branch manager or in credit area, sir.
Oh, oh, good. So here in that case, it must help him because he has scored the highest mark in that one. Good. Now, please tell me about the performance of Bank of Maharashtra last quarter.
Sir, Bank of Maharashtra is doing quite well in last 1.5 years, sir. It's been topper in growth in terms of growth, sir.
Mm,
They have posted 106 percentage profit in.
mm. No, but you have to speak with figures or numbers. You are not
Yes, sir.
remembering. You are not
Yes, sir. Not.
remembering.
I
As in,
prepared
थोड़ा
like 1 week हो गया
you,
सर इसको टचअप करना है सर दोबारा.
please prepare it.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me something about Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana success you have achieved in this regard.
Sir, it has brought into uh, 46 crores people into banking facility, sir. It has given zero accounts to these many people, and it has made easy for them to have a bank account and put them in financial inclusion. It helped them to receive direct benefit transfer from government of India, and also it enabled them to have uh, this initial PMJD account with overdraft facility, and PMJJBY basic insurance, and APY with Atal Pension Yojana facility. And even in the chronic period like COVID, the direct benefit transfer of 500 rupees for 3 months has helped many lives to survive that troublesome period, sir. And I feel it is a success.
Have you heard of the new, I am hearing for the first time, PIDPI? Have you heard about it? PIDPI.
PA.
PIDPI.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard? What about you?
Not heard, sir.
Vineet, did you hear this abbreviation PIDPI? पहले सुना है?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, अच्छा जी. Let me share it with you. I don't know whether it is important, but फिर भी we should know about it. PIDPI, Public Interest Disclosure and Protection of Informer Resolution. Is there corruption around you? Lodge a complaint under PIDPI. Your identity shall be kept confidential. Send complaints in writing to Secretary Central Vigilance Commission. PIDPI complaints, what they are and when should you make them. Complaints made under public interest disclosure protection informer are termed as PIDPI complaint. So iska bare mein you please get to know this. Okay. Ram.
Sir, this is
Yes, sir.
like
Yes,
a
sir.
whistleblower policy, I think.
Whistleblower policy. So you please get to know. I don't know whether it is important, but probably for Vineet it is important because you are going for AGM post. So maybe they will ask you regarding this also. Please, you must know about
Mhm.
that also. Good. So
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ram, which area you feel? Acha, please tell me something about basal norms. What are because I am studying, but I am not able to remember them correctly. Please tell me what are basal norms.
So basal norms are to identify the risk weight of risk concern of banks. They have given pillars, sir. Basal norm three
Hmm,
like Basal 3 has given three pillars: market discipline.
hmm.
Uh, Three pillars are given, sir, and we need to maintain the risk weight at 9%, sir. Globally, it was 8, and we are, as per our India RBI guidelines, we are following 9% as our risk weight. CAR, sir, capital adequacy ratio, we are maintaining at 9, so that in case of adverse impact on economical or global issues, the risk bearing capacity of banks will be protected with by maintaining these guidelines and obeying these pillars, sir. For
Mhm.
this, market risk, credit risk, operational risk will be calculated, and it will be the ratio should be maintained at 5.5 percentage, and the buffer ratio 2.25 is also to be maintained. And altogether, we need to maintain at 11.5 percentage as CAR, sir.
What is the tier 1 capital minimum? Minimum
Minimum
tier
type
1 capital.
five
Tier
five
1
one
capital.
5.5 percentage.
Uh, I don't know. What are the basal norms? I am just showing you here. Whether it's correct, you please correct me if it is wrong. What are the basal norms for banks in India? Basal 3 guidelines. The minimum tier 1 capital ratio should be 10.5% and the tier 2 capital should be 2% of risk weighted assets. Banks are also required to maintain a capital conservation buffer of 2.5%. Counter cyclical buffer should also be maintained at 0 to 2.5%, something like that they are telling. How many basal norms are there in India? 3. That is right. What is the impact of Basel III norms on Indian banks? The liquidity risk measure provided by Basel III, liquidity coverage ratio, does not carry any significant impact on NPA of domestic Indian banks. Result of the present study have implications for policymakers and bank managements. And what is the last date? The central bank um, wants all India financial institution to achieve minimum total capital of 9%, capital conservation buffer of 2.5%, minimum total capital CCB adding up to 11.5% by April 1, 2000. वो तो हो गया. Now for NHB, since accounting year is June to July, it is July 1, 2022. Likewise, so many questions are coming. Why don't you search Google and try to know about them also? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether they will ask, but we must be prepared to face such questions also. That's right. Good. Any other questions you feel I should have asked, but I have not asked? Tell me.
And like, sir, last year, after your interview, my preparation was I expanded preparation in different areas, sir. So which made me confident and helped me to face the board confidently, sir.
Achha,
But in
last
the
year
board,
also you attended. Last year also you attended Bank of Maharashtra
yes, sir, yes, sir. I scored
for
85
scale
marks
two,
in entrance. Scale 3 only,
for
sir.
scale three only, and the interview
Yes,
scored 85. Achha,
yes,
good.
sir.
So which
And I was in
questions you
waiting
could
list.
not answer? Which question could not answer?
They asked what is CMR rating, sir.
Hmm. What is that CMR rating? I am not remembering.
That is CIBIL MSME ranking, sir.
Oh, Sibyl MSc. Okay.
So that
Oh,
was the question, sir.
that you
And
could not
other
answer.
questions, sir,
Yeah.
that was
Mm,
I could not answer that one, sir.
mm.
Mr.
Remaining
Ram,
one, yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Please tell.
have heard anything about what is the meaning of RAM in bank? Your
Sorry.
name is Ram.
Yes, sir.
What is very,
Risk,
very buzzword in the banking? What is the
RAM.
meaning of?
risk, sir. Risk asset management, sir.
No, no, no. It's a retail, agriculture, and MSME. That is the government
Oh,
thrust area for the for the banking industry. And every year, governments decide what they are doing, what they have to do. Every year, government give the direction to banks to do much better and more in RAM, retail, agriculture, and MSME, because this is the priority sector for the banks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we have a RAM
mhm.
rating, sir. For all advances of 1 crore and above, we have to do RAM rating.
No, 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 no. Just when I see, yeah, anyone ask you, what is the RAM?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, but when such a question is asked in normally, people will come out with a risk assessment model. That what our
No, no,
Google uncle is telling. But I know you are agriculture man, you are remembering about it. But here,
no, no, sir.
ye-
The government in the budget also very
oh,
much thrust is there RAM. So please
अच्छा,
prepare like that.
उसका बारे में
Yes,
prepare
sir.
कर दीजिए. Ram, please prepare
Yes, sir.
regarding that also.
Yes, sir.
Very
I
good.
made a note of it, sir.
Yeah. Now, see, actually, you are able to answer all my questions properly. You know what are the questions asked also. But only way where we find problem is about current affair or something related to open-ended questions. So what will you
Yes,
do when you are given this situation, something like that, if they ask? We don't know what question they are going to ask. You must be able to manage such situations also. Now, please tell me, where I am asking a very basic question that was asked in scale 2 level. Ram, why key movement register is maintained in banks?
sir.
Hello,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
tell me.
Sir, the uh, keys will be in part of in set of two sets. One will be master maker and other will be checker. Two sets of keys will be maintained, and the custodian who is holding the keys and who will take up the responsibility, that will be given them in writing as in the making an entry in the register, sir.
Hmm. Why? Why?
Sir,
It's
in
because, yeah, it is because to fix accountability, to know with whom the key is available. Key movement register is maintained. When you are handing over the key to second person, you are entering it in the register. And that will, nowadays, are you maintaining it electronically or in writing?
In writing
Uh,
only, sir.
in writing only, Haribhai.
Yes, sir.
In Bank of Baroda, how are you doing it? Are you keeping it in writing?
In writing, sir. Key
Writing
movement
only.
register in writing only.
Is
That is the register.
no, but suddenly when I was telling you that it is meant, it is for accountability, I started thinking, Arey bhai, what will happen if key movement register itself is not there?
Okay.
Suddenly हमको ऐसा मपी डर आ गया. Just joking, not serious. So that way, key movement register. Some silly questions like this also they ask. And whatever comes to your mind at that moment, you talk confidently. And Ram, considering the marks you have scored in the written test this time and last time, how much are you confident you will be getting good marks this time?
Sir, I got 10 more marks than last year, sir.
Acha.
And last year I was ranked at 200 place, sir. Now I am at 134 place.
Oh, great, 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 great. That is an advantage. And if only you score same 85 marks in the interview, you will definitely get through. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
Good. Any
Thank
questions
you, sir.
you have in your mind? Any doubts you have in your mind? You can
Uh,
ask me any question. If I know the answer, I'm going to tell you. For example,
I'm so-
the question our friend asked RAM, I am not aware of. So only thing is
Okay.
we have to verify and then tell. If it is an interview situation, I will say I don't know. That's what it is. Please ask any question.
The Bank of Maharashtra interview is very similar like the way you are taking our interview, sir. It's a
Yeah.
video interview, and there is like that infrastructure provided for interview is like you will creating some trouble to candidates, sir. Like the audio was not clear, so
Acha.
and
Acha.
that
The people will be sitting in Pune. From there, they will conduct in different places. Is it so?
yes, sir. There are four or five panels are there, sir,
Uh,
centrally,
uh,
and they are taking interviews across 20 centers in India, sir.
So that is the problem. I understand. And everything is through. You are not seeing a person in person, but you are seeing only on the screen. Correct?
On the screen, and the two in laptop, sir. They are
Laptop.
fixing a they are fixing a laptop, and audio. They are giving one audio speaker outside and mic, sir.
Bus.
So
Oh, is it not like a big screen before you?
no, sir, no, sir. Only laptop, sir. Laptop screen,
Mm.
and that too they have keeping it normal. It's keeping it far at more distant than normally we use, sir.
But
So we
honestly speaking, let me tell you, Ram, Bank of Maharashtra is more liberal. In fact,
yes, sir.
um, see, they have taken in people who have not served as in bank also as
Yes,
scale
sir.
2 level.
Yes,
And
sir.
many
Yes,
of
sir.
the HDFC and Axis Bank people who worked only in cash are now scale 2 officers in Bank of
Yes, sir.
Maharashtra through me, and lots of people are there in that. Anyhow, they are very liberal in that regard, and be confident. That is what is more
Yes, sir.
important. Any other doubts you have? Yeah.
Fine, sir. Technically, I'm covering the maximum aspects, sir.
No, but you see, it all depends on your luck. Are you comfortable in ratio analysis and all? And if you are not comfortable, please revise them so that if they ask, you can tell. And also about credit management,
Yes, sir.
like CMA report, working capital analysis, term loan analysis, and all that. Are you aware of them or not?
Yes, sir. I'm aware of them, sir.
Yeah, then no problem. Then no problem. Good. Any other doubts? Questions?
No such, sir, specifically. And they asked
Yeah.
about OTS procedure last time, sir.
Oh, one-time settlement. I don't. Can you tell me what is OTS?
OTS and when will you be approach OTS? What happen if security is available? Like then how will you approach for OTS?
Mm. No,
And
no. I
they
think
asked the
there must be some norms, that it should not be
yes,
below
sir.
the book
Yes,
balance, something like that.
the
Is it not?
like the account should be mostly we in practice we take up the accounts where security is deteriorated completely, and assets which are of doubtful and lost category we will take up in OTS, sir. And wherever
Ex-
securities are there, the moment it gets NPA, we start SARFAESI initiation, and we will get recovered through the SARFAESI measures. If not in the DRT, so wherever properties are there, we will approach DRT. And the cases which we bring into OTS frame only when there is deterioration of security, and that too which are in doubtful and lost categories.
Yeah. To be frank, Ram, I have a doubt. I don't know how to answer this. What is Lok Adalat? Are they similar to courts? Ye kya hai? Do you know about that?
Yes, sir. Lokadat is similar body like courts, but where the petitioners and respondents both can approach them directly without intervention of advocate, and both of them come to a negotiation and conclusion, and that will be given in judgment which is at par with the normal courts.
No, is it prevalent in Telangana and other places?
Yes, sir. Telangana, it is prevalent, sir. In every national local, we participate in local, sir.
Acha,
We
why should this also exist along with the other places where we have to pay stamp duty and all? Should we pay stamp duty in Lok Adalat? And
no, sir. No payment, sir. No stamp duty.
I don't know. This is one area where I'm not very comfortable or not familiar. I have not dealt
And
with them during my
this,
period.
this is,
Yeah.
and like in our internal OTS, we have loan policy where we can give haircut to certain extent only, but
Mhm.
we will normally in practice we take up the cases to local adalat where the cases which do not fit in haircuts, we take up the judgment and we'll get more sacrifice amount to close the to write off the accounts, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. Any other doubts, please? Otherwise, thank you so much for being with me, Ram. Um, which date is the interview? 17th or 18th?
16th, sir. 16th.
16th. Acha, acha.
Yes, sir.
Good. Are we meeting again? You have asked for one more meeting or not? No.
Not only one interview was the plan, sir.
Acha. Very good. That's fine. That's sufficient. You are answering very well. There is no need for another also. That's what our friend also may feel. Vineet, what
Last
are
time
you
they
feeling?
asked,
Yeah, tell me.
Yes.
Vineet,
Yes.
how do you evaluate our friend Ram?
He is very good enough to crack the interview. He is
Yeah,
very good, thorough.
so very good. I wish you could get selected this time.
All the
Yeah,
best.
thank you.
Ram, is something you wanted to say? Please tell.
Sir, like to help my fellow candidates, I want to include the questions which was asked last year. Last year, I
Mm,
have sent all the questions to you, sir. But since this is lateral entry, the questions may not be helpful to in like you are taking up with freshers. So these questions
yeah,
will not be helpful to them. But for lateral entry people, these questions might helpful, sir. Like,
yeah.
those questions I sent to you last year itself, sir. But I remember they asked me what is the maximum permissible bank finance in tandem committee method 2, and they asked
Oh,
me CGTMS coverage maximum amount,
mhm,
and they asked me about what are the subsidy schemes, what will you suggest subsidy schemes to persons coming for manufacturing loan
mhm.
and without collateral.
So something intricate, something. Yeah, very good. So
And they also
nice.
asked in RAM in which area you want to work.
Which
Retail,
area you want? You
they given me profile
retail?
portfolios, retail, agri, MSME, and HR. In which
Mm,
area you want to work?
mhm. Good. They asked in
And
the
I
interview.
said, yes, sir, interview, sir.
Mhm. But I think they were happy with you, but only the written test marks has put a problem for you. Correct?
Yes, sir. I was in waiting list, sir, but they did not release waiting list. I got the information through right information.
So they are not going ahead with the waiting list. They want to go for a new list.
Yes, sir. They have started recruitment within 11 months. Sir.
Oh, anyhow, doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Best wishes,
Thank
Ram.
you.
Wish you
Thank you, sir.
success.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Vinith, sir.
thank you, Vinith. Best wishes for you also. Thank you. 1 minute, I will close the video. Then you can come in person. We can see each other.